Why is the orientation locked? Should be the other way. Oh well. So, wait and see if anyone joins. I'll sit here, enjoy the sunshine. Since I got a little while to kill. Got another 2 hours thereabouts. But yeah, we'll see if anyone joins. Hopefully. Although it is a Friday and it's early. People are probably at work taking kids to school. But yeah, if anyone watches, I'm actually waiting over an hour at the moment. Got a appointment at the hospital here at 11:30. So I got to go in the hospital today, get a camera done to find out what's causing all the issues, the intestines, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm absolutely freaking starving at the moment. I can tell you that now because I haven't eaten. Didn't eat yesterday because I couldn't. It was only clear liquids only, plus the stuff you have to drink to clear your system out. So I haven't eaten since the day before, and had to fast from 6:30 last night. So yeah, I'm absolutely starving. As soon as I get this procedure done, as soon as I'm out of day procedure, as soon as I'm fine to go, I'm going. The first thing I'm doing, except for people messaging me, is going straight somewhere to grab something to eat because I'm bloody starving. I'll tell you that now. I'm not looking forward to the camera going up the tailpipe, but I need to get it done. So yeah, I thought I'd do a live, catch up with a few people beforehand, have a bit of a chat, see what everyone's up to, cover any topics or discuss anything anyone wants to discuss. So let us know, comment below if you want to talk about anything. So hopefully more people will join. Just check my settings here. Okay, for some reason that dropped then. Shouldn't have. But yeah, so hopefully this weekend when I get back home, I'll be able to get this half door finished that I'm making. So I'm building a half door for under door tool use. So quite literally, I was looking at doing one very similar to what the Not So Civil engineer did. But his one, you can replace the handles, which I thought was pretty cool. But his was made out of plywood and stuff like that. And I looked at the plywood, and to get one the size that I need to build a half door, it was going to cost more than just buying a door. So I went and bought a door, just a cheap one. It's like $46. So I've marked out halfway, like just above, probably like an inch above the handle, 2 inches. And I'll cut that in half and then build a square frame to go all the way around, plus 2 legs that can fold up and slide down to stand it upright. It'll have hinges on it. It'll have the latch and everything, so people can actually have a go at slipping latches with the Viking bands, with Slim Jims, with travelers hooks and stuff like that. They can actually have a go. Hey, Pocket Woman. And then use the actual under-door tool to pull on the door handle to open the door. So hopefully this weekend I'll be able to get that done. Depends on how bad I am after this procedure today. So yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm hoping, to get a nice video done so you can see all the mistakes I'll make while trying to build this half door. But it's going to be such a great training aid for classes. The other thing is I've put out a expression of interest up on the Facebook page and up on, I think I put it up on Instagram as well, about classes for the general public. Now, we normally teach classes for businesses, organisations, groups, and do events and stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully get some answers. That's today. So I'm in Ararat at the moment waiting. My sister had to drop me off because I can't drive afterwards. I had a friend picking me up at 3 o'clock, but the appointment's at 11:30, and I'm here at like 8:30 this morning. So, because it's the only time my sister could get me here. So a couple of hours to kill. So I thought I'd do it live. But yeah, so we do classes for businesses because I mean they have rooms and stuff like that. So we actually go to that business and teach. But for the general public, we haven't got classes set up yet. So we're looking at organising ones for the general public. Now, to work out, that's going to be the tricky part because we have to work out costs for hiring of halls or places we can actually hire to do the training, work out how many days the training is going to take. The book I'm still working on for it, so the book that we're producing will be set up in like a class format. So it gives you basic information that you need, and then we go through each topic and we go into more detail in person. So the book kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what's going on, how it's done, but we also break it down in the classes. So I've had quite a few. I've even had people messaging me, and I had a guy call me the other day asking when we're going to have the classes ready. So community centres are, yeah. So yeah, doing that. But as Daryl and I was saying, like when we were chatting, that we'd have to have at least like 50 to 100 students to make it worthwhile. Go, James. So yeah, 50 to 100 students to make a class worthwhile for the general public, and stuff like that. And cost-wise, we're trying to think of who would actually pay to come and do the course. It wouldn't just be a day; it'd be a couple of days where we go through picking, bypassing, and social engineering and other methods and stuff that we use. So, yeah, the half door that I'm building will be absolutely perfect for those classes because then they can actually physically have a go at under door tools because some places won't let us actually use them on their doors. I don't know why. But it happens. I'll have to help do training with you. Yeah, I mean, the classes and stuff, once we get it all sorted and we look at travelling around doing them as well, and stuff like that. But yeah, working out the costs and everything, places to hire, the formats and everything, that's what's going to take the most amount of work, getting everything done. So there's not enough hours in the day at the moment for me to do that. Hopefully after today, when I'm in hospital, get all this stuff sorted, find out what's going on, get treatment, then I'll be fine and I can just focus in on work. I'd have some time off soon because of the school holidays, so I'll be able to get some more work done around the house and more done on the business. With the building of the equipment, getting those cases all finished, and the book finished and the class format all set up, and then really just dive into these classes and have a look, put out forms for people to apply, calculate our costs out for the class or each student and stuff like that. So it's not as easy as people make it out to be because you literally have a lot of work to do to assess everything to break down into its parts, the study material, the equipment, formats, everything you need. Like it's really a shitload of work that goes into teaching and training, more than what people think. It's not just turn up and go, oh, this is how you pick a lock and it's done. It's not that simple. I wished it was. If it was that simple, a lot more people would be doing it. But yeah, no, I've actually been getting quite a few messages lately and text messages and calls and stuff about classes. So it seems like people are getting interested in it. A lot of people are starting to be interested in physical entry, which is absolutely fantastic. And stuff. So yeah, might even add a little bit into the class on some of the stuff we can do with the Flipper Zero, because that's fun. But it's actually quite nice here. It was really cold earlier, but sitting up at the lake up here at Ararat. So, and I can actually take this now. We'll go for a bit of a walk just up the hill again, where I just walked down from. The place when Daryl and I were going over to Adelaide, we stopped off here just to do one quick short video, so you've seen it before in our shorts, where we said, where are we? On our way to Adelaide. So let's head up that way, and I can show you this. It actually shut down, I think it was in 91, this place, and I actually knew someone that was in there, which is kind of scary, but yeah, I knew someone that was in there. I sent people your way. Thank you, PW, that's awesome. I mean, my ultimate dream, like, would be to literally have like a training center like Deviant has. But I doubt that'll ever happen. That stuff's much bigger in America, and he's a lot bigger than what I am. I'm only a little person in this big. I'm a little drop in this big pond. Man, I am hungry. And thirsty, since I'm not allowed to drink anything either. We'll head up the hill. So what's everyone else been working on? Since I've been bloody crook and not been able to do much. Hopefully lots of interesting stuff. I need some more bloody... Oh, speaking of working on stuff, so for the bypassing kits, the equipment for people that have a go at that, I purchased some more Master Lock 140s for comb picking and stuff like that. So I went and purchased 2 and cut open the package. Which way do I go? This way. And grabbed them out of the packaging. Keys worked fine. Grabbed my comb picks. Put the comb pick into the lock. Lifted it up. Made a pen that hides through. Did you put that up on the shorts? I think I saw that, James. So yeah, I cut open the packages and doing a lot of care work, abdominal pain. Hopefully it's nothing serious, PW. I'm hoping mine's not. Who knows what they'll find on the camera. They did find thickening of the large intestine when I was in hospital, and they did the CT, which could be a sign of Crohn's or colitis, anything like that. Who knows what it is. I actually got sent home from work the other day because I was really crook, like really bad. But this is the place I showed you just in the in the shorts. This is called J Ward. This place. It was the home for the clinically insane. And I've been through there on a tour. It's actually quite interesting. So the institution for the criminally insane from 1887 to 1991. So it wasn't that long. Well, I say it wasn't that long ago. It doesn't feel like that long ago. 91. That was shut down. But yeah, I actually knew someone that was in here. So that's not good, PW. But so yeah, J Ward, interesting place. Lots of interesting stuff in there. All right, as I said about the Master Lock 140s, anyway. So stuck the comb pick in, worked on one, wouldn't work on the second one at all. None of them did. Like all 3 sets of comb picks I've got won't work on the second lock for some reason. Key works fine, but nothing will actually unlock it. I don't know why, but yeah, a little bit of a glimpse inside, some of it. Yeah, J Ward, kind of scary. So they actually do ghost tours through J Ward, and it's not just here. They've got J Ward here. The hospital's just there, the actual normal hospital, but over the other side, right over the other side, there's Arradale, which they do ghost tours on as well. That place is actually kind of creepy. But yeah, J Ward, I've been through there on a tour, just a normal tour, walking around having a look. It's kind of interesting. But as I say, I knew someone that was in there. There's a big, old-fashioned axe grinding stone. So a big round stone, and someone would spin it and they would use it to sharpen axes. And there's a story that one of the inmates, one of the people that were in there, was sharpening the axe. Someone said something to him, he turned around and hit him with the axe. So that's one of the stories we got told. But yeah, clinically insane, or criminally. But I mean, back in those days, they didn't really understand mental health. I mean, more than likely, people with autism or some form of mental disability would be put into a place like this. So then we've got the razor wire. So it's an interesting place. I would love to go through and have a look at all the locks in there. But I'm not sure if they'd ever let me do that. Might see about it one day. Might do a tour in there and video it. There's butterflies everywhere. I've got a little guard tower thing here. And what lock are we? Oh, we've got a lock here. Someone's locksmiths. SEBE. That's a paracentric keyway. Something shocking, as you can see. And by the looks of it, they've got master wafers as well. Oh, stairs that go up. It's interesting. Yeah, definitely wouldn't want to be locked up in here. But yeah, as I said, we knew someone that was in there. So that's J Ward. It would be nice to go through and show you all the locks and see what systems they had in place. Same as Arradale over the other side. That would be a lot of fun to go and see what locks and systems they had in place back in the day. But yeah, for some reason, as I was saying, the second Master 140 lock, none of the cone picks, not one cone pick will work on it. I've tried constantly. Nothing. It must be the first ever 140 that can't be bypassed. So, but yeah, so I had a lot in the works, a lot's going on at the moment. Now work wants me to, my other work, not the DALP work, the other work, wants me to go and do a course on the installation of fire smoke alarms for our place, because they're commercial, such and such high-tech thingamabobby smoke alarms. They've got to be programmed and put in and all this stuff. So now work wants me to go and do a course on it to learn how to replace them. Which they said, would you be interested? I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm always interested in education. Always interested in that stuff. So I did my testing and tagging course and got my license for that. Always interested in education and learning. Absolutely love it. The more you can learn, the more you can do, the better off you are. So there you go, J Ward. Opened in 1861 as the Ararat County Jail to serve the needs of the Goldfields and district. It became a ward for the Ararat Mental Hospital in 1887 and was then used to house the criminally insane until it closed in 1991. It went through a number of changes in its 130 years of operation, the main one being the addition of a new wing in 1939 that offered a more enlightened approach to the treatment of mental illness. So, yeah, kind of interesting. Always get training when it's paid for by work. Exactly. Exactly. My testing and tagging course, I had to pay for it initially. But then work reimbursed it, and that was $300 and something. So, yeah, always education. The more you learn, the better off you are. Learning never goes away. Skills never go away, and you never know when you need them at all. So, but I'm only doing this live. I'm mainly doing all this talking about other stuff is to try and distract me from the procedure today, because I don't know what they're going to find, and I'm just hoping it's not bad. There's always that chance though, and because of the way my brain works with the ASD, I go through every single possible scenario that could happen in my head and just fixate on every single possible scenario that can happen. So it kind of makes you go, I don't know what's down that way. But, so yeah, distraction's always good, hopefully. But I'm going to have to do a giveaway soon, I think. I've got a giveaway coming up. I finished these bands for Deviant. I was actually just chatting with Deviant the other day. He sent me a message. We're talking about stuff. Bloody one of the most nicest. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, PW, but yeah, I suppose that kind of makes sense in a way. Don't mean that in a bad way. Just yeah. We fixate on certain things, and we can kind of tell our kind. It's all right. We can kind of tell who else is our kind. Although someone at work didn't know that I was like that, and until someone told them, and they went, "Oh, that makes sense." There's so many logs. Yeah, so we have a tendency to hyperfixate on sort of become obsessed with our hobbies. We have a small amount of hobbies that we do, and we've become super obsessed with those things. So, like with Locksport and lockpicking, I become super obsessed. I mean, super obsessed. And now I run a business from it. Wanting to learn anything and everything to do with locks and security, and just become absolutely obsessed with it. The same as playing instruments. I love playing musical instruments, so I play multiple instruments. Play guitar, drums, ukulele, bass, bagpipes, and stuff like that. So you just become obsessed with it. The same as now, with exercise and getting back into shape and getting fit. I've dropped 7 kilo. I'm like, don't have my big stomach sticking out now. A lot of the bloating's gone down. Building up the muscles. I've become obsessed with it. So, I have a schedule that I follow and a routine that I follow. So yeah, we become obsessed with things. We're specialists in our fields and then run a business. Yeah, exactly. G'day, Ian. Yeah, exactly. We turn our hobbies into businesses because we become super obsessed with them. But it's all part of it. It's all fun. In the kilt again. Yeah, I had to wear the kilt to work. Where there's a Christmas, the staff each year we put on a Christmas concert for the residents, and one of the ladies was one of the residents plays piano, and she was playing a song the other day for the other residents, the Little Drummer Boy, And I joked around and I said, oh, I know the drums for that. I said, I remember when I used to play in the pipe band, I remember the drums for it. So I used to play the snare or the side drum in the pipe band. And one of the activities lady, she goes, can you come in and do it for the Christmas concert? And I'm like, I don't have a drum. So I might be able to borrow one off my brother, because he still plays for the pipe band. He's at 30 years now. 38 years, something like that, he's been playing. I'm like, I can ask and find out. So anyway, yeah, got a drum off my brother. Borrowed one of the snares for pipe band, and wore my kilt, or one of my kilts, because I've got 4 of them. and a couple of the residents asked what I was wearing underneath it. It's pretty chilly here at the moment. It's only meant to get like 20 something degrees today. We've had a 33 degree day, then a thunderstorm that night and a lot of friggin' rain, and then a 28 to 29 degree day the next day and a thunderstorm at the same time. So we haven't got the best weather here at the moment. It's meant to be summer, but we're getting bloody winter. So yeah, a lot of them were asking what I was wearing under my kilt. A lot of them, one of the ladies said, oh, careful, I might pull that down just to see what you got on under there, which is kind of funny. One of the staff members chased me up the corridor trying to put a hand under it. She's only joking around. She was laughing at me when I was running away. I'm like, don't. She goes, I'm only staring you. I said, I know exactly, but don't. But no, I do like my kilts. I should have worn one today. Rock up to the hospital in a kilt. Go, yeah, there you go. I thought I'd put this on for you. Easy access. So, yeah. I wonder if they have any council locks around here, because I got the key for them. But, oh, we've got another lock down here. What do we got here? Locks out in the wild. Security something. Security siege. Looks like an alloy or a titanium. Oh, geez, that's a paracentric keyway, something tripping. That is so bloody thin. Oh, the keyway on this. That is so thin. I don't even know if they probably have to use one of the slither picks, the 15,000s. We need to go visit DALP Pocket Woman. It sure looks nice. Yeah. Yeah, I actually met Pocket Woman when we went over to Adelaide. Caught up with her. Would have liked to caught up with Paul Springer and Keyless Entry, but we were absolutely exhausted when we got to Adelaide. I mean, the 7 bit hours driving was just horrible, especially hungover as all hell. Extremely hungover, which Pocket Woman could probably say. I did not look good. That's what happens when you drink a pint of Guinness, 5 Jamesons and dry, and then we finished off the 2 litres of bourbon in the friggin' barrel. But I may have been intoxicated at the end of that live stream, but I was still good enough to pack everything up on my laptop and everything, put my washing out, load the dishwasher up, set it off, and all that. Yeah, I just had enough energy for coffee, exactly. Although I do love Pocket Woman. As soon as she saw me, she goes, looks at me. I won't say the swear word, she said, but you are tall. I'm like, not that tall. So, yeah, mixing drinks, it wasn't good. I blame Daryl. That was Daryl's fault. I paid for it the next day, I tell you what, not just for drinking and the hangover, but the pains in the stomach. Because it's not good for my stomach at the moment. So, yeah, I'm really not looking forward to this camera. Especially since I was reading the information. It's like, oh, we put a long, flexible hose up the rectum through the bowel, about the size of an index finger. I'm like, I've seen some big bloody index fingers in my life. I do not want to think about it. especially my brother, his index fingers are about that round. I'm like, yeah, I ain't looking forward to that. And I'm not looking forward to getting a cannula put in either. I said to make sure they got the nitrous oxide ready. So I got to talk to the doctor about that. Even though nitrous oxide doesn't really work on me. Nothing really does. But it saves people from getting hurt. Yeah, they knocked me out, I know. But that's what I'm looking forward to, is the cannula to be knocked out. So I might go sit back down again. I'll find that spot. I must be knocked out. I will be knocked out. It's just, yeah. IVs, I'm absolutely petrified. Like, I have a massive phobia of needles to the point where I don't get hurt, but other people do. Even though I'm covered in tattoos, but I do them myself. It's different. I've seen, and what also made it worse was when I was in hospital, quite a few years back now, I ended up in hospital on Father's Day. Mixing juice. Yeah. I can't have anything to drink. I haven't had anything to eat all day yesterday, so I haven't eaten since the Wednesday night. And I could only drink clear liquids yesterday. And then from 6:30, couldn't have anything to drink, anything. I could have a mouthful of water to take my medication. That was it. So, yeah. Which sucks. Periods. Yeah, so anyway, Father's Day, woke up immense amount of pain that 7 o'clock that morning. And then I get taken up to the hospital at 6 o'clock that night. The ex-wife took me up, and they took one look at me and like, yeah, you got to go through to get your appendix removed. It's about to burst, which it did. It nearly burst. It was like right on the edge of it. And yeah, anyway, I was in hospital for 2 days after that. Got sent home. Wasn't even home 12 hours. Was back in hospital again, and an emergency because I was really, really crook. And the nurse had to stick the IV line in. And she's like, just relax, just relax, just relax. And I'm like, dude, I am petrified of needles. Tell me to relax isn't going to help. And she's slapping on my arm as hard as she could to get the veins to come up. I'm like, dude, that's not freaking helping me. And she's like, just relax, I can't get the veins. I'm like, dude, slap my arm and tell me to relax isn't freaking helping. And she's the ugliest, freaking oldest nurse like you could wish to see. So anyway, she's like, well, I'm just gonna have to do it. So she starts to do it, and all of a sudden I hear, oops. All right. It's never good when you hear a nurse say, oops. And she's like, I'm sorry, I accidentally went through. Went in one side, out the other. She's like, this might hurt a little bit. So she had to pull the needle back out a little bit, then turn it and push it back into the vein. Because she actually went out the other side. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I had a nurse beat the heck out of my arm, but she got it. Yeah, she went through and out the other side. That wasn't fun, which kind of made everything bloody worse. So, yeah, when I was in hospital a couple of weeks back with my abdomen, the doctor was like, oh, it says here you got a phobia of needles. I'm like, yeah, extremely bad. She was like, how bad? Am I put it this way? People get hurt, it's not me. So she goes, oh, we'll use nitrous oxide. It's laughing. I'm like, she goes, do you know what that is? I went, oh, laughing gas. And she's like, yep. And I'm like, yeah, we can try it. I had to tell them to turn the bottles on. The bottles weren't turned on. But it started to work for a split second and then stopped. Like, literally just cut out and stopped. And I said to the doctor about it, like, it started, she goes, that helped. It kind of started to help, but then cut out. And she's like, oh. I said, I don't know if it's because of the ASD. And she goes, so that could explain it. She goes, that also explains why you're on the maximum dosages of all the medications you're on. She goes, because people with that, not all of us, but some, because we're more heightened to stuff, it takes high dosages of medications to work. So what would be considered an extremely high dose for a normal person would be a low dose for us. So yeah, that's why I'm on like literally maximum amounts of medication for everything I'm on, because normal stuff doesn't work. So that's why the nitrous oxide didn't quite work. Find a vein on me, so pick line. Yeah, I mean, you can see the veins on me easily. I've always got make the veins to get in my arm something shocking. But I mean, like, yeah, I'm quite literally covered in tattoos, but I do them all myself. So yeah, I'm left-handed. That's why they're all on my right arm, my chest, and my legs. But yeah, I'm just not looking forward to it. Well, I must be tall. I am 6'2". That's how tall I am. I get it at work all the time. My other work, the residents with dementia, they're like, "Oh, you're a nice tall boy. How tall are you?" I'm like 6'2". "Oh, you're a nice tall boy. How tall are you?" I'm like 3'1". I have a bit of fun with them, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's always funny when you say stuff like that to them. But nah, I am 6'2", which to a lot of people is big. I can reach the stuff on the top shelf, put it that way. So I don't know who Camo Laser is. I haven't seen you around before. That's a clean. The head boss at work, she's turned around and I said, "Oh, you know," because I'm meant to be covering maintenance this week. And I said, "So you got to take the Thursday off to prep for the procedure on Friday." I'm like, "Yeah, no problems." And I said, "Oh, you know, if anything goes wrong majorly, like call me on Thursday. I'll come in. Friday I can't, but Thursday I'll come in." And she goes, "Oh, you might want to grab some continence aids then on your way home." She goes, "From the storeroom before you go home, just in case we have to call you in." I'm like, "Really? You think I'm going to need continence aids?" I can't freaking speak today. Yeah, no thanks. You won't catch me wearing them. But my sister, she's been sending me heaps of freaking video, like the videos off of Instagram, like the shorts and stuff like that, of colonoscopies, like afterwards, where they make you. I don't know if it's true or not because I haven't had one done before. But by all accounts, they don't let you leave until you fart. So she's sending me these videos of like the best of the colonoscopy farts and stuff like that. Being a smart ass, she is. So yeah, I don't know if you have to because I've never had one done before, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, I was lucky. It wasn't that bad, the preparation for it. The drink tastes like absolute rubbish. Like, it is horrible. Absolutely horrible, but it wasn't that bad. Clean out wise. So, no, I'm just thinking, all I can think about right now is bloody food. Because I haven't eaten. So I'm like thinking about what I'm going to have as soon as I get out. I don't know if I want to grab like a massive bloody burger and have a cheat day. Although I did the other day with the kids. I had KFC Tuesday night. Or if I just want to go somewhere and grab something healthy and a lot of it. Yeah, the double preps 2 litres. No, I had the 2 packets of Pickleax sachets that you got to take. One in the morning and one in the afternoon. And a heap of clear liquids. I drank like 3 bottles of tonic water, 3 Gatorades, the clear Gatorades and stuff for it. So, and 1 coffee. So I could have a black coffee, but that's all I drink. So yeah, I'm just hoping there's nothing bad. Go down here, all you can eat. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna eat a lot now since I changed all my diet and exercising. I cut down. Who's in Paris? I cut down the amount I eat. Whereas before I could sit there and eat a large pizza, chicken parma, scalloped potatoes, and a salad all in one sitting. Now I can't. Probably not. Yes, I'm Aussie. Born and raised here in Australia. First generation Australian. See, flat earthers, we do exist. It is summer here in Ararat in Victoria. There's so it's not night time. We do exist. We are here. Oh, whereabouts in England? That's where my folks are from. So I mean, I'm first gen. I'm half Pom. So I'm the very first one born here. Christmas in summer. Yeah. Hertfordshire. Ah. My folks are from Mitcham, Surrey, which is southern London. I saw something the other day. I gotta share this. I saw something the other day I thought was absolutely hilarious. It was like things that people always get wrong or something like that, and it's like names that people always get wrong. And it was about what the last one on there was. No one could ever pronounce this, and it was Worcestershire sauce, because there's so many videos of people call it Worcester. What was the other one? There's another one with a lady, Worcestershire sauce or something like that. And this guy's like, there's a billion ways to pronounce that, and you missed every single one. I was brought up with Worcestershire sauce. Probably take some biopsies, any pulps, they remove them. Yeah, I know, they remove all that stuff. I mean, if it's colitis, you know, it could be just steroids, diet management. Some cases they actually give. Yeah, exactly. Worcestershire sauce. That's what you call it. Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, there's also treatment with medical marijuana, which I've read. A lot of it's diet, steroids. If it's Crohn's, diets, steroids, and if it's really bad, they start removing the dead parts of your bowels. If it's really bad, they remove most of your bowels, give you a bag. My uncle's got Crohn's, our big sister's got Crohn's, and her daughter just got diagnosed, so I've been told, not long ago with it. And the older one's got a brown sauce from England. That's HP barbecue sauce, brown sauce. She actually has a bag now for it. So, yeah, there's treatments for it, but I'm just hoping they don't find anything bad. Like, I know it's, as my doctor said, it's extremely unlikely, extremely unlikely, because of my age. But yeah, the C word. I'm hoping they don't find anything like that. And just to prove this bloody surgeon wrong, because when I went and saw him, I was in his office for 6 minutes and he charged me $380, but not even 6 minutes. And he goes, "You've been diagnosed with any stomach problems before?" And I said, "Yeah, I was diagnosed with diverticular disease." "Oh, no, I don't think you have that." And I said, "Well, they found it on the CT scan when I was in hospital, got my appendix removed." "Oh, no, you don't have, you're too young for that. I don't think you have that." I said, "Well, when you do the camera, you'll see it. I'll prove you wrong then." Like, everyone pronounces it differently. I was always brought up with Worcestershire. So, it's like, I had to explain to a few people what pie mash and liquor was because they had no idea. I had my son in at work with me, my other work, on Tuesday because he had a day off school. And so come into work, I can show you how we do things and what we do and all that stuff. And he come in, and the garden manager guy talk groundskeeper. He's chatting to me. He goes, "Is your dad a good cook? Being an ex-chef?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's not bad." And he's like, "Oh, what's the your favourite thing that your dad cooks?" And my son turns around and goes, "Oh, pie mash and liquor." He goes, "What's that?" And I said, "Oh, it's a pommy dish." I said, "It's the only way you can explain it. It's a pommy dish. It's POV people food, but it is food for your soul. I'll tell you what. Like, if I could only have one dish for the rest of my life, it would be pie mash and liquor. The second one would be smoked cod. I love smoked cod. I actually just like any fish. Kippers, smoked cod, all that stuff. Yeah, it is painful. I've been on nearly hospitalised once from a diverticulitis attack. I've been on the strongest antibiotics you can get from it. Crook as a dog, working all week. Got forced to go to the doctors, and the doctor turns around to me and she goes, "Got one question for you." I'm like, "Yeah, what's that?" She goes, "How the hell did you work all week like that?" I said, "That's called sucking up and doing your job." So I said, "No brain, no pain." Yeah. 9:41. Jeez, why did I get here so early? Ugh. Right, let's have a poll. What do you reckon I should... Oh, in the comments, what do you reckon I should eat as soon as I get out? They said about having something to eat there, but hospital food always tastes like crap. It is disgusting. And I have so much confidence in these people, like a lot of confidence, because the paperwork they sent me I had to fill out. So you could do his live. Yeah. So the paperwork they sent me I had to fill out for this procedure. They want to know everything. What your favourite brand of toilet paper is, how many times you wipe your nose, do you use your left hand to wipe your ass, all this information, right? So I'm reading through it, and it says data of planned procedure instead of date. I don't eat pasta. I cut out flour and wheat from my diet because it's so overly engineered these days. It's really bad. I had to look it up. It does look it is good. So data of planned procedure. I'm like, okay. Date, data, simple mistake. That's okay. One, I'll let them have one. So I'll keep going through the paperwork, filling it all out. I'm growing it longer so I can actually get a Viking braid done with it. But I shave it every 2 days. I got to go get it neatened and cleaned up again, but I shave it every 2 days. So, yeah. Since we've got Viking blood in our family, yeah. So I'm like, okay, that's all right, no problems. One mistake in the paperwork's fine. Then it has height in centimetres. I'm like, 188 centimetres, that's easy, 6'2". And then it has weight in centimetres. I'm like, okay, do I have to work out my volume, centimetres squared for weight? They want the volume. So I'm like, 2 mistakes that I found. Simple mistakes that you could quite easily pick up on. But, yeah, I left it in there. So it gives you so much bloody confidence. I'll put it up on Facebook anyway. So those that are friends with me on Facebook, you, would probably see that. But, yeah. That's bad. And I feel really awkward and out of place at the moment because I can't wear any of my jewellery. So I have to take all my rings off. As you know, I always wear my rings, which feels awkward and weird for me, especially without my RFID rings, but they're sitting at home. Necklace has got the only jewelry I'm wearing is my Tinker bracelet, which I got to send you another one, PW, and my watch. So, and I'm not even wearing my Viking Slim Jim band. Look at the tan line, how I wear it, how often, how much I wear it. I'm naturally olive anyway, but yeah. What your channel's all about So when I'm not doing this live, this is just a chat because I'm in wait and killing time. So we are a physical entry and cyber YouTube channel and business. So usually we talk about physical entry methods, lockpicking, bypassing, equipment, reviews, tools and stuff like that. I mean, I carry on me all the time. I've got in my jacket probably like a traveler's hook, my most fun tool. But if I'm not using that, I use my Viking engine band. Lockpicks in my back pocket. I'm always carrying. I even have in my jeans my Flipper Zero. So we do some content on the Flipper Zeros. I just updated this to the latest firmware for the. I was using Unleashed, but I removed that. I now use Extreme. I joined the Extreme Discord server, and now I get the latest updates for Extreme. I also just downloaded, which James you might be interested in. I just downloaded the Open Sesame for garage doors codes onto here. The Talking Sasquatch had them, so I downloaded them off of his one. So I haven't tested it yet. I haven't come across a garage door I can test it yet. But we do stuff on this, social engineering, hacking devices, and yeah, a lot of the information and stuff we do is also up on our website, dalp.com.au. We sell a lot of products up on there. So yeah, we sell master keys, bump keys, the Aussie 5 bump key set, 3D printed products. Oh, it's a train. And stuff like that. So yeah. Not allowed to carry it. Well, so here in Australia, you can carry lockpicks and stuff. It's legal to have lockpicks. It's illegal to use them for illegal purposes. Like, it's okay, you can legally have lockpicks. You can pick locks in your house. That is fine. You can go meet up at a pub with other pickers or at a park and sit there with all your practice locks and pick locks. That is fine, but you can't pick the lock on somebody's door unless you are in some states you must be a licensed locksmith. New South Wales, you must have licensing and everything to do stuff like that on residential and commercial. In Victoria, where I am, you do not have to have a license to do residential. Commercial, you do, and you can't get restricted stuff and things like that. But for commercial, you don't need to be licensed. But each state is different. So I carry on me because it's part of my business. I do locksmith work, along with pen testing, physical entry, teaching and training. We run the classes and stuff like that. So I carry on me because it is part of my job. It's part of my work. Like literally, I always have tools on me: screwdriver, torch. I haven't updated them. I haven't done my EDC in a while. Nimpex Cobra's the best freaking things in the world. I have a panic attack when I can't find them. So yeah, I can legally carry because it's part of my job. I can pick a lock on the front door because it's part of my job and stuff like that. So yeah, carrying here is different, but every place is. It's like America. I think there's only one place in America where lockpicks are illegal. In Japan, lockpicks are illegal. But I'll tell you what, even their low security locks are higher security than any of ours. Like their basic wafer locks have so many false cuts and false gates and stuff in them. It's not funny. The Miwas are a really challenging pick. I've got two. I've picked one on camera before. The second one I haven't had a go at yet. I haven't had a chance. But yes, that's what we do. DALP, we do teaching and training. We do locksmith work. We do automotive lockouts, residential lockouts, pen testing, and stuff like that. We were just over in Adelaide a couple of weeks back. Catch up with Pocket Woman, was saying earlier. we're over there teaching military contractors physical entry methods, which freaked a lot of them out. One of the guys asked me to do the same thing 4 times because he didn't believe it. So I did wrapping. I said, I see this lock here. I said, all you need is another lock, and I hit it with another lock and it popped open. And he's like, did it again. So I locked it up, did it again. He's like, no, they can't work. Do it again. 4 times, and I explained how it works. He was like, oh my God. Now I said to him, like, 140s, 150s. Showed the 140s, 150s. Like, oh, we use these on our sheds at home, and we use them on the gate at home. I'm like, yeah, watch this. Boom. He goes, right, I'm getting rid of them. He goes, I'm replacing them. I said, well, look, you don't have to, mate. I said, like, quite literally, you don't have to. Because I said, people are going to break into your properties and stuff like that. They're not going to pick your locks. They're not going to bypass your locks. They're just going to smash your window and get in. I said, so don't worry. I personally don't like master locks. I stay away from them because they are very easy to pick and manipulate, but that's because I know these weaknesses. But yeah, it's the same. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Carrying this on me would make it pretty simple for me to arrange because it's nearby like a police station. Yamaha R6. Yeah. We had 3 states in the US which need to be careful about lockpicks. I thought it was only one I was told that was illegal to have lockpicks in, but I've been into the courthouse with lockpicks in my wallet, and they went through the X-ray machine and they said, oh, that's all right, yeah, gave it back to me. It even had a handcuff key in it. So here they're pretty cool. I explained what I do, and he goes, I'm going to go check out your channel. I'm like, thanks, mate. So, yeah, I mean, if you're carrying around a set of lockpicks on you, a crowbar and a balaclava, you're up to something dodgy. Like, of course you're going to get, if you look sus, of course they're going to come after you. I had an automotive lockout out the front of an aged care facility, not where I work, another one. And I was there, pump wedge in the door, long reach tool in, you know, working in the car. People walked out, look at me and they're like, "Go, mate." I'm like, "G'day," keep walking. No one questioned why I was there, what I was doing, or why are you getting into the car. There's no one else there, it was just me. Because the other person whose car it was went back inside because they lived there. But no one questioned. Because people don't like conflict, so they avoid it. So, I mean, if you don't look sus, I'm not telling you to break the law, and if it's illegal to carry lockpicks, carry them. That's not what I'm saying at all. Make that very, very clear. Keep it by illegal. But yeah, if you're going to act like an idiot, you're going to get caught. You know, you do the crime, you do the time. But yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I carry because it's part of my work. I need my tools on me for work. Like quite literally Wednesday, key broken off in the lock at work. So instead of calling the locksmiths like they used to do, they just get me. I come remove the broken key and fix the lock, put the lock back together, get it working again. Oh yeah, Tool does have a map, and I know here in Australia, Pick Pals have the book Lockpicking Laws in Australia, and they break down state by state. When we were over in Adelaide and we were teaching them, one of the slides we had was actually on the laws and regulations for South Australia. If we teach here in Victoria, one of our slides is the laws and regulations in Victoria. If we go to New South Wales, same thing there. So we have ones for each state and stuff like that. So yeah, if we travel, we do classes and train, then yeah, we do a section on the laws for that state and the regulations in regards to that state. We always say we're not lawyers. Don't take what we say as absolute truth. It's just a guideline that they put out there for you. So yeah, we do like to emphasize the rules and the laws. The same things we always say to people when we do training. We may teach you how to pick these locks. We might teach you how to bypass these locks and manipulate and do this stuff. That does not mean that we want you to go and pick the lock on your front door because it's the same lock that you just picked at our training. No, because if you damage the lock on your house, you damage the lock on your house, then you have to call a locksmith to come in and try and fix it. You know, you can damage locks. Good example, all all but one of the bobs that come back from Adelaide. We were doing lock bumping on the bobs. So all but one had broken keys in them. So they've broken the bump keys off in the locks. Things happen. That's why we have training locks and why we have bobs. Doesn't mean that you go and do that stuff on your front door. The difference is if I accidentally break the lock on your front door, I had a residential lockout the other day. Went there, had a look at the lock. Okay, micro shim, the door was installed properly, wouldn't slip the latch. Okay, no problems. I had a feel in with the pick, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't feel too bad. I could try and pick this, or bugger it, went and grab the Chronos, stick it in, not even a second, just press the button, locks open, done, in. Fast entry. Yeah, I did it because it's part of my job. It doesn't mean that you can go and do it. So that's the differences that I always try and explain to people. So yeah, there's know your laws, know your rules, know your regulations where you are. That's why we say keep it play illegal. So depending on how crooked and how bad I feel after this tonight, I might get some work done on the book. I might get some work done on this half training door. Try and get that built and do that this weekend as well. So I'll hopefully get some videos up. I know my videos have been a bit lacking lately. That's because of how crook I've been, how sick I've been, and everything else has been going on. So I haven't had time to record videos. Even Dale's messaged me. He's like, "Oh, what's the newest video you got coming up?" I said, "I haven't got any at the moment because I haven't had a chance. I've just been too crook and working a lot and stuff like that." So I do promise there will be content coming out. I've been a bit absent on Discord lately as well. So, but I'm hoping to get back on there, the DALP Discord server. Thanks, mate. I'm hoping I get some answers and get some treatment. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get some more stuff up on the Discord server. So if you haven't already and you are on Discord, I'm not saying you have to come and join, but the private DALP Discord server, we have a Discord server available for the public. It is a subscription-based one to try and keep, troublemakers and people that aren't actually interested out. So we do have the private one where you can actually, I think we've got it set to like $5.50 because of tax or whatever it is a month to join the DALP Discord server. So it's a subscription-based one. Pay $5.50 a month, and you off the website you purchase. It gives you the link and everything to come and join the Discord server, and stuff like that. So that way, it keeps all the riffraff and the troublemakers and all the rubbish that we don't want on there. So the Discord server is set up so that it will actually, we've got information on the flippers, we've got information on hacking, we've got everyday carry tools, products, a lot of information that we don't put out on videos, and a lot of information we don't put out to the general public is up on the Discord server. So if you're really interested in a lot of that stuff, definitely worth checking out. James is on there. James is one of the administration people on there as well to help run things, keep everything working nice and smooth, along with Daryl and myself. So there's three of us that run everything on there. So, yeah, the only riffraff is Daryl, exactly. So, yeah, we've got lots of good information that goes into there. Links to stuff and files to download for like flippers and key charts and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of really interesting stuff. I'm hoping to get some videos. I'm waiting on a parcel that's being sent from America at the moment. So my good friend Pat at Uncensored Tactical, if you don't know Uncensored Tactical, go and check them out. They've got a YouTube channel. They're also really big up on Instagram as well. They've got their website. He's sending me a parcel over. I think one of them is his second book. So he's written 2 books on physical entry, and the second one has got key generation. So producing keys, all the methods of producing keys and working, decoding keys and stuff like that. So I was actually a technical editor on that book. I was hired to be an editor on that book, go through the information, make sure it's all correct and the stuff does work and fix things up and stuff like that. So I'm thinking he's sending me a copy of that, which I can't wait. And he's also got the magazine that he puts out as well. There is a magazine, so I think I've got to wants to do an article on me in there at some stage as well, in their COVID entry magazine. That's really interesting, so I hope go and check it out. So yeah, he's sending me some stuff. I'm not sure what. All I know is that it's a big 5 pound parcel or something like that. That's what it weighs. So probably a lot of stuff. Really can't wait for it. I am absolutely looking forward to it, to see what he sent and do a video on it. So yeah, but I'm hoping once this is all done, I can get my life back on track a bit better and get some better content out there for you. Want to do some interview type things like the video chats I do with Daryl, but do some interviews, chats with other members of the community, put them up on the channel as well, about different topics and stuff like that. So since James is really good when it comes to radios and stuff like that, I was thinking, we could do, for example, James and I could do one on radio frequency. He can discuss hacking radio frequencies and stuff like that when it comes to the flippers and everything else that he does, because he's extremely knowledgeable with that. So, putting information out there on that would be bloody cool and something different. Like when Daryl and I talk about, we do the live streams and we talk about physical entry. We did one a while ago about we discussed social engineering, which a person actually I spoke to afterwards shared that video around his workplace. And it actually opened up the eyes of the management of the workplace because they didn't realise about these things. And it was talked about quite a lot. They actually found it very educational and a great learning experience. So that's why we do what we do. First and foremost, we're about education at the end of the day. That's what we are basically about, education. So, yeah. So information and stuff like that. Be able to get some interviews going. Not just like interviews on who are you, what do you do kind of thing, but discussions on topics that are valid when it comes to physical and cyber security. So, it never happened, but I'd absolutely love to get Deviant one day to have a live chat with him and discuss the, his line of work, physical entry and stuff like that, what got him into it and all that stuff. Would absolutely love to do one with him. I chat with him, but I'm not at that level where we do talk about other stuff other than work, but so let us know actually now in the comments if you would like to see some stuff like that, like videos on topics to do with physical and cyber security. I'd love to get a hacker on there talking about wire sharks and how to use that and DDoS attacks and all this stuff. Getting people on there talking about that stuff would be quite interesting. I dabble in it. I'm not the best. My knowledge on it is quite limited. That's why I have Daryl. He specialises more in cyber than I do. That's why he runs the website. I'm more physical. He's more cyber. Name a car for an edit. So pen testing is very hard to get into. It's not what you know, it's who you know. A lot of your big cybersecurity businesses, like for here in Australia, for example, CyberCX, they do pen testing. So a lot of your big cyber companies, they actually do the physical pen testing as well because they go hand in hand. We are different. We separate physical and cyber. We separate into two. We do combine the two when it comes to pen tests and stuff like that. Name a car, any car. Why? So, and a lot of the times as well, like we say to people we do pen testing, like, oh, what do we need that for? Just do it. I never do what I'm told. So I just lost my train of thought then because I just said I don't do what I'm told. Hardest bit is trying to convince people to about pen testing. A lot of people go, especially here in Australia, what do we need that for? What do we need that for? I know, for example, like the military contractors we were training the other couple of weeks back, they do internal pen testing. They have a team that actually does their own pen tests. So, yeah, but I mean, once you get into the field and you start building up your connections around networking is very, very important. That's what it comes back to. It's not what you know, it's who you know. I mean, still what you know, you need to know what you're doing. But social networking, building up connections with people, such as myself with Deviant. I've built up a connection with him. He actually said, like, if we have a big training day for a massive organisation over here that's, like a week's worth, he'll come over and train with us. He would absolutely love it. And I told him I already owe him drinks when he comes over here. We discussed topics. He's actually working on a decoder card. So his Devious decoder card, the one for keys. He's working on one for Australia, and he's asking me what keys we use here in Australia. So I was giving him what keys we use. I said, we don't use these enough. These we do use, blah, blah, blah. Because he knows, it's networking. I'm here in Australia. I specialise in the locks we have here in Australia. He's in America. If I have questions about American locks, I'm not quite sure on. Not saying American locks themselves, but locks that he's over there, I ask him. In the UK, I've got connections over there with Locknoob. I chat with him, with Leon's Lockpad. So Locksport's great for networking. But yeah, it's also, it's not so much it is what you know. You need to know what you're doing. Supra, you mean like the Fast and Furious one? Yeah, Deviant is awesome. He is awesome. So one of the most laid-back, down-to-earth guys you could ever wish to meet. That's what I mean. I've chatted with him quite a few times and stuff. I've spoken with Lockpicking Lawyer. I freaked someone out the other day. He goes, I've watched Lockpicking Lawyer. He's pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, I know him. I'll chat to him. He's like, wait, you do? And I'm like, yeah, I've chatted to him a few times. He's like, oh, shoot. I'm like, yeah. I said I helped him out, track down some locks he was after. Deviant does do a lot of miles. I got a lot of people over in America that want me to go over there, and I'm like, yeah, if I could ever afford to one day. I work 3 jobs, and at the end of the week, I'm still freaking broke. Because at the moment, all the money that comes in from DALP goes back in the DALP. It's purchasing equipment, it's buying more stock, it's, as I try and explain to people, like, running a business like DALP is different to running other businesses. Restaurant business is the same as what DALP is. Shops is the same, kind of similar to what DALP is. But other businesses, like I used to run a photography business and a DJ business. But I got sick of it because it was seasonal work. You'd be working flat out during the good weather, and then winter would be dead. And I got sick of drunk people and the amount of noise and all that stuff. So I shut them down. But DJing, for example, you run a DJ business. You have your initial outlay. You buy all your equipment, your speakers, your lights, your songs and all that stuff. I mean, you update your songs, you got to pay royalties and stuff like that. We had karaoke as well, we used to do. So you purchase all that. You got your initial outlay. Then you start doing jobs and you get your money come in for that, and then that covers your outlay once you start. And then you start making a profit off of it. You got your travel and stuff, but it's nowhere near as big of an expense. But when it comes to DALP, it's not just, you know, the initial outlay for the equipment. No, I've got to constantly buy stock. I've got to buy in more keys. The more keys I sell, the more keys I have to buy in. Yeah, he did used to drop in the chats more. He hasn't. I've used to talk to him on Twitter, but I haven't spoken to him on there in a while. He hasn't messaged back. He's been too busy running COVID instruments, so understandable. So yeah, it's cheaper for them to come here. Yeah. So, you know, I've got to always buy keys. I've got to stock up on keys. I've got to stock up on 3D printer filaments. I've got to buy more equipment for training, more locks. You know, for lock changeovers. If I have to change over locks, replace locks on houses, I've got to purchase in locks. I've got to purchase in pins and all that stuff. So it's a constant expense. QuickBooks to pay for that, for all my invoicing. And the stuff. So it's a lot more that goes into it, and it does take up a hell of a lot of time. Plus trying to get videos done and trying to come up with content and bring out content regularly, as well as working 2 other jobs. It is literally full on. And when your health is pretty shit at the moment, you know, not much else you can really do. But at the end, like, my ultimate goal for DALP at the end of the day, which, I mean, more than likely, it probably won't happen. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I won't be disappointed. Because I never expected to get where I am now, anyway. But the ultimate goal would be to have a version of, like, Red Team tools, but here in Australia. Forget having a relationship. No, exactly. I'm not in a relationship, so don't have to worry about that. I don't have to try and spend time, you know, with a missus and try and focus on her when I could be working. So yeah, that would be my ultimate goal, is to have like a Red Team tools for Australia. The other really hard bit, and that's what I was saying, like, you know, people were interested in classes, but, you know, how much would they be willing to spend on a massive class? That's what we've got to look at as well, because the whole prepping mentality, the whole security mentality, mentality towards these forms of topics isn't that big here in Australia. It isn't. You know, we have to convince people of this stuff. You know, the whole Australia has that whole mentality of, oh, she'll be right, mate, she'll be right. You know, I'll worry about it when it happens, mate, don't worry. You know, it's that whole mentality, and it's like, when it does happen, they go, oh, maybe we should have listened to them. Well, we tried to convince you. It's trying to change that. I mean, it's starting to get better here. It really is. People are becoming more security conscious because of stuff that goes on. And stuff like that. It's becoming a little bit more mainstream, the amount of scams and stuff going around. Australia don't have a lot of people to begin with. Oh, it does, but at the same time, it's not like America, where you've got lots of towns and everything. Like, we're all around the coast, and there's a big place to travel from, like, Melbourne up to Sydney. There's a big drive. From Ballarat to Adelaide is over 7 hours of driving. A boring drive. The most boring drive you can ever do, because there's literally nothing to look at. Maybe franchise Red Team Australia. Nah, I mean, I want to create DALP as the Red Team of Australia. Dark Arts Lockpicking will be the Red Team of Australia. So I've chatted to Deviant about it, and as he said, it's taken years and years and years and a lot of work. A lot of work. He goes, and he said, I'm on the right track. I'm doing the right things. It just takes time. And I'm patient. I'm really patient. So really interested in it. First time I heard that happen went out. Yeah, I've had, as I said, like recently I've had people calling me. I've had people messaging me in relation to classes and learning about it and stuff like that. So it's starting to get there. I think a lot of the information we're putting out and a lot of things that are happening around in the world at the moment are also causing that change in people's perception and thinking. It really has changed quite a lot, which is absolutely fantastic. You are young and have plenty of time. I'm not that young. I may look it. By all accounts, I look a lot younger than I am. So, yeah, it's actually, speaking of young, it's coming up to my birthday soon. I don't celebrate it, so I'm not going to put anything out about it. I've actually deleted all records of my birthday off of Facebook, so I don't have to hear people say it, because I don't celebrate it. I hate it. But yeah, so I am getting old. Yeah, but no, ball accounts, I look a lot younger than I am. Someone said to me, I'm like, how old are you? I'm like, physically, mentally, emotionally, what age are you looking at? Physically, I said I'm about 90. Mentally, I'm about 12. Nah. So it just takes time and hard work, and I mean, I'm happy to put the hard work in. And if it doesn't get there, well, it wasn't a waste of time because I've created something that I never thought I would. I'm already at a stage now where I wouldn't think I would get to. Never ever thought I'd get to this stage. Training military people and stuff like that. That was an absolute blast. I mean, we've trained the smaller groups of security guards and stuff, but a massive class of the top of the line people, that is freaking huge. And a hell of a lot of fun. Really was, and it freaked a lot of them out when they found out what I do with keys and how I can sniff credentials and stuff. They all stayed away from me. Like, they all kept their distance. Every time I walk close to them, they take a couple of steps back. And I see all of them, they had their keys hanging out. They all quickly put them in their pockets. That was a lot of fun, breaking them out. So, but anyway, little heads up for you. I did put it up as a community post. I did put it up on the Facebook page and up on Instagram as well. Discount code for Christmas. Up until the 31st of December, we are running a 15% discount off your carts at DALP.com.au. So if you use the promo or the discount code LOCKMAS, capital LOCKMASS 23, you will get 15% off your cart. So if you're interested in purchasing some stuff and you want to get a nice little discount of 15%, head over there. Save yourself 15%. It's just to give away for Christmas. I might do a giveaway for Christmas as well. Might give away a product as well. Plus more giveaways coming up because I have stuff that I can give away. Daryl did say about the massive 3D printed lock that took me like 3 weeks to finish. About doing a giveaway of one of them, and I'm like, dude, it took me 3 weeks to get this one working, and a lot of print. A lot of printing. So maybe not that big. It's going to be great for classes, that lock, I can tell you that now. But yeah, it's actually starting to warm up here now. Like, I have to take my jacket off because it's getting quite warm. I think it's meant to get like 21 or something today. 21 Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Like, bit overcast, but it's nice up here at the lake. And at least I've got a good distraction. I'm not thinking about other things. So, time to do some DALP shopping again. Yeah, I mean, I'm always adding more. Just chatting with Deviant about the traveller's hooks and stuff like that. So, I was saying, like, the Viking Slim Jim bands are... scroll too far forward. Yeah. So yeah, I was saying, like, the Viking bands are bloody awesome and they're fantastic, but I'd like to have some travelers hooks, and I was thinking about trying to make some to sell as well. Maybe like a 3D printed body, similar to, not stealing their ones, but like the ones from Sparrows, having like a 3D printed body kind of thing. The metal hook, that I can do easily, making a strong stainless steel metal hook. It's more getting a body in an ergonomic grip and being able to produce them and sell them, but at a price that's not going to be too high. I don't want to go charging, like $20 for a friggin' travelers hook. Something that's cheaper and easier to do. But I mean, I absolutely love traveller's hooks, don't get me wrong. I put up a short the other day of me slipping the latch on the door. Big gap down the side of the door. And then the other night I had this wormhole in. Had to get into one of the cupboards and it was locked. I didn't have the key and my latch is there. I'm like, bonk, open, shut it. So traveller's hooks are absolutely fantastic. Viking bands, absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I'd like to add these, a small version of this like this onto the website as well. Even if it had a smaller handle, like half the size handle, so it's a much smaller format, because you don't need a giant handle to slip a door latch. Even as half the size of handle you can get away with for slipping a door latch. Oh, the ones he makes. Yeah, I saw that video that he's making them himself now. Those slips, the straps, they're actually pretty cool. I wouldn't mind, actually, I'm thinking about getting some myself off of him. So that would be pretty cool. I'll do a bulk deal with him. I mean, he sells my Viking Slim Jim bands now, which he sells a lot more of them than I do. So, yeah. A folding hook. Yep. I would actually like to have one like this, but it had a cover for it as well. So it's like, it looks like a pen kind of thing. Because I've stabbed myself in the ass cheek quite a few times with this. It's in my back pocket. I sit down on it. I'm like, ow. I stabbed myself in my side this morning with this because I had it in the little coin pocket in your jeans. I had it sitting in there and I leant forward and the hook stabbed me right inside the stomach. Yeah, exactly. Catching on stuff. So I might have to talk with James because he's great at 3D designing stuff, 3D printing design. So I'll see if James can come up with a handle idea that we could put the piece of metal into and then seal it, glue it shut kind of thing, and start producing some traveller's hooks. Yes, they are exactly the same. The only difference is with those hooks that remove O-rings, they're thicker. So they're a lot thicker than a traveller's hook. And I found, sometimes traveller's hook won't fit in to a gap in the door if it's too tight. Whereas the Viking Slim Jim band, because it's slimline, it will fit in there. So, having the two is absolutely fantastic. Plus, these are multi-tools. I use these to push the retaining pin down on the back of a bloody core. I use this for, what did I use it for the other night? Grabbing a gherkin out of the jar because I couldn't reach it, so I just got this, stabbed it into the gherkin and pulled it out of the jar. I got to be bothered getting a fork. This in my pocket, like bonk. Flip to use. Yeah, that's true. But you got to look at how you're going to fix the handle in place so it doesn't just spin. That's what you got to look at, and it's strong enough to get that force behind it. So yeah, that'll be the next one I'll be working on. The straps would be awesome, really awesome as well to stock for over here, like a penknife. Yeah, I'll get you. Yeah, because these are the bread and butter of entry methods. So yeah, I want to add more products. I would love Don's was asking me the other week about Lishy picks. I'm like, yeah, I can't. Businesses like Covert Instruments and Red Team Tools and that, they can order in massive quantities because they sell a lot of stock. I don't. So it's a lot harder. I can't just get in a massive lot of stuff. I have to buy smaller amounts, which means the price is more expensive, so I can't do as good at deals. So yeah, that's the other downside, because I was asked about Lishy tools. I'd love to sell lockpicks, but we already got lockpick suppliers here in Australia, such as Pick Pals, who I work with. There's also Bare Bones Lockpicking that I work with. They sell picks and stuff, so there's no real point in me selling them. Yeah. Yep. My kids, I taught my son how to break into my car with the button master. So, but it's yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to have and like to sell, but it's trying to get the stock in, trying to find suppliers and quantities, smaller quantities, but still be able to not have to charge an absolute fortune for it, which makes it can be quite difficult. So, yeah, but those straps, I really do like those straps. Travelers hooks, I love. Pick sets, I thought about it, but I mean, like, yeah, I recommend people go to Bare Bones or Pick Pals, or Multi-Pick. I'll work with Multi-Pick as well. They're a sponsor. They're absolutely fantastic. My pick set is actually I carry every day now is actually a Multi-Pick. There goes eBay. Stay away from eBay picks. They're always terrible. So, yeah. I mean, if you ever have products that you would like to see me stock, let me know. And I will look at trying to get them onto the website. I thought about the J tools, the thumb turn flippers, the J tools, because I found some that I can get at a decent price and then sell them off. But at the same time, I'm like, well, are they really that big of a seller? Would people really be interested in them? It's that whole, okay, I could sell it, but will it sell? I've got a few products that never sell, so I'm going to take them off the website and replace them with something else. Then I've got other products that I sell the most of. My Dark Access set of keys. The most popular set of keys that I sell. The Aussie 5 bump key set. Another big set of keys that I sell. And the Tinker bracelets. 3 items that I sell the most of. So, yeah. I got to look at, who would purchase them. Is it worthwhile getting them in? And what products would you like to see? I've got the hacking products. Don't really sell many of them. So once they're done, I might just leave them off. Like the Author V3s and the captive portals for stealing credentials. Or emails and passwords. They're not a big seller. I might just take them off. I program and sell them. I thought they might sell, but they don't, so that's all right. So yeah, I'm going to be changing some of the products around, removing some, and hopefully adding some new ones. But no, I might actually message Deviant later and ask him about getting some of those straps if I could, and sell them off. See if you can do a deal with him for them, because that'll be bloody awesome. But yeah, no, Travelers hooks I'm really interested in. But anyway, I'm going to finish this live stream up. I've still got an hour till I have to be up there. But yeah, I might go for a walk around somewhere else and have a look. Thanks, James. I'll chat to you on Discord, mate, about trying to work out print if we can. Because you're bloody awesome at designing, whereas I can't. I couldn't design my way with 3D printing out of a paper bag. It sucks. Yeah, I've been told that if you send stuff across to UK and stuff, they have to pay tax to get it in, which, yeah, it kind of sucks. We don't have that here. If we order off eBay and stuff like that, we have to pay some tax, low payment tax or something like that, or cheap products. But see you, PW. So yeah, let us know. Send us a message, either an email, darkartslockpicking@gmail.com, what you would like to see stocked up on the website, or if you have any questions or anything like that, you can contact us through our Facebook page under the same name, Dark Arts Lockpicking. I'm on Instagram at Dark Arts Lockpicking. I am on Twitter. Unfortunately, I'm still on there at Dark Arts Lockpicking. I'm on Mastodon at Dark Arts Lockpicking. At oz.social, I think it is. Where else am I? I am on the website, dalp.com.au. And if you want to message or anything like that, you can contact me on my mobile. Send me a text message, give us a call. 0448 766 is the number. It's the number I use for the business, so everyone has my mobile number. The only rule with that one is no dirty messages of a night, no naked photos, especially of you, James. But yeah, as always, keep it bloody legal, stay safe, pick some locks, do some bypassing, do some hacking, and until next time, cheers, guys, and thanks for the distraction. Have fun.